The Xbox 720 will be announced at E3. How you guys doing? E3 2010, Microsoft conference room. 200 nerds, gamers, geeks, and journalists with their eyeballs peeled back to their shoulders, the snot dripping from their ears, iPads blowing up, and thighs on fire from excessive laptop usage. The room goes dark. Paint a picture here. Paint a picture. Picasso. 5 seconds of complete and utter silence. The stage is illuminated with the aura of a Microsoft representative. Screen backlight is turned on, with a giant X revealed in tiny cursive print. 720. The Xbox 720 will be announced at E3. Microsoft released the Xbox 360 in 2006, 1 year before the PlayStation 3 was released, and the Nintendo Wii. That 1 year advantage happened to be the only advantage Microsoft needed in order to control the next 2 generations of gaming consoles. Let me explain why. Microsoft has a reputation for supplying tools and knowledge to studios developing games for their console. Whether the game be multi-platform or exclusive, Microsoft has been there to help. Sony has a reputation for demonstrating the exact opposite. If the game is not exclusive and the studio is not owned by Sony, their hands are tied. Final Fantasy XIII, initially intended to be a milestone to show the PlayStation 3's power, had been influenced by Microsoft, whether it be manpower, money, or cooperation, to become a multi-platform title. Who's to say this won't happen to other franchises? I forgot it already happened in Metal Gear. Microsoft created Xbox Live, an online subscription-based gaming service. If you use the internet, you know that the Xbox Live family is a prideful family. It's one of pride, much pride. And rightfully so. If you pay for something, you naturally want to get more than what you paid for, if not equal. And I can honestly say, compared to its competition, Microsoft's Xbox Live is giving more than what you pay for. If Sony offered the same thing on the PlayStation 3, I would gladly pay for it. I would gladly pay $5 to $10 more for it. The subscription locks in fans. Xbox Live for some people is almost a necessity. It has become as important as their telephone bill, their light bill, or cable bill. It's a necessity for some people. And they would gladly transfer over to the Xbox 720 instead of switching over to the PlayStation 4. Microsoft has stated that the next Xbox will not support Blu-ray. This leaves them with 3 options. 1, create a new format. After the failure of the HD DVD, I very seriously doubt that will happen. Continue to support the DVD format with the limited power that they have available, or adapt digital download. Halo Reach is as far as developers can push the Xbox 360. This exact statement has been repeated by numerous Microsoft representatives. This is as far as it goes. 2010 is as far as the Xbox 360 goes. Current generation games on the Xbox 360 round out at about roughly 8 gigabytes. The next generation games, assumingly on the Xbox console, on the next Xbox console, will round out at about twice to 3 times as much as that. We don't know what Sony's doing. Sony might come out with a game that's 200 gigabytes for just no reason. Microsoft has shown that a unified online server is what is necessary to last in this current generation of consoles. Xbox Live is what the Xbox lives on. And Nintendo has proven that you don't need 25 gigabytes of space on a disc to make a good game. Come on, Sony. A good online mode is essential. Large story-based games that require a 25 plus disc will be left to the PlayStation 4, as they are now, such as Heavy Rain is left to the PlayStation 3. Games on the next Xbox console, as they are now on the Xbox 360, will revolve around Xbox Live. And games that are graphically impressive will revolve around the PlayStation 4. 87% of music buyers, I don't buy music, buy their music through an online service. CDs now are just memorabilia. Project Natal will become a necessity and not just a controller. Sony's making so many mistakes right now. Microsoft will also not waste its time developing a 3D platform. Their manpower, instead of wasting it on a "hey, that's cool" feature, will go to studios, as they are now, who will need help developing games for their new console. Sony is putting manpower and time into the PlayStation Move and the 3D platform. Who's going to buy Killzone in 3D? You have to buy a new television, the new game, on top of that, new 3D glasses. These aren't Avatar 3D, oh my god, that looks so good glasses. These are glasses designed specifically for that brand of television. These glasses cost roughly $40, $50 on top of the game and on top of the new television. 3D will not be a focus of Microsoft's, at least not in the gaming division. Xbox Live will become a more powerful tool, unifying the Xbox community 24/7. The Xbox 720, codename, will either be announced at this year's E3 or next year's E3. Honestly, I believe it'll happen at E3 2011. This is the best time for Microsoft to release a new console. One, Sony is just now hitting its stride with great titles, Heavy Rain, God of War. Great games are coming out for the PlayStation 3 finally because developers are now getting used to the PlayStation 3's technology. If Sony would have spent some time getting dev kits out before the PlayStation 3 launched, this wouldn't have happened. But if Microsoft decides to release a new console the moment Sony finally gets on a good stride, Sony's left with two decisions to make. Either rush and press the PlayStation 4 and repeat the mistakes they made with the PlayStation 3. The PlayStation 3 was rushed. Or they can give Microsoft another 2 to 3 year head start, claiming that the PlayStation 3 is a 10-year console. The PlayStation 3 may be a 10-year console, but the world doesn't have a 10-year buying mentality. We want something shiny and new right now, and I'm willing to switch consoles for it. Microsoft controls when this gaming generation ends and when the next one begins.